What's up, guys? Episode 7 today of Road to 100-pound chin-ups. I already warmed up. I'm gonna do a heavy single with 45 pounds, and then I'm gonna do 3 sets with 25, trying to build up my reps with 25 pounds among those 3 sets. So I'm gonna count the total number of reps with 25 pounds across those 3 sets. I'm just gonna try to build that up over time.
So I figured out how I'm going to structure chin-ups for the foreseeable future. So it's going to be slightly different than when I'm doing this lift. Here's my heavy single with 45 pounds, but I'm not going to do this heavy single every single lift. I'm probably only going to do this once every couple weeks just to get some heavy chin-up exposure. So one of the days, I'm going to have 2 different days like I'm doing with overhead press. So I do slightly different stuff on each day. So this day, it's going to be the structure where as I said earlier, do 3 sets with 25 pounds and just try to build up the total number of reps across those 3 sets over time. Then I'm going to do 2 sets of top range of motion chin-ups. You'll see me do a set of that later. And then I'm going to do some light lat pull downs, some barbell rows, some RDLs, some preacher dumbbell curls, and some rear delt flies. Then on my second day, I'm going to do 3 sets of weighted chin-ups, 25 pounds, 20 pounds. And then I'm going to do 2 sets of cluster chin-ups. If you don't know what those are, I'll explain what those are in the next episode. Then I'm going to do a body weight set just to get in a little bit more volume. Then I'm going to do barbell rows, RDLs, preacher dumbbell curls, rear delt flies, and I'll do some dumbbell external rotation. You'll get a full picture of what I'm doing over the next couple episodes, but I'm going to try to use this strategy to break through the plateaus.
Okay, so I gotta look back at the footage to see how those reps were, but I did 4 reps there. I'm gonna rest a little bit and do 2 more sets of that. Yeah, feels decent. Part of the problem was before is I was just not accumulating enough reps when I was doing top sets. So before I was doing 35, 25, 10, 10, and maybe some body weight stuff. But now,
So I cut off myself talking because I was saying I was going to do the heavy single every lift, every once a week, but I'm only going to do it like once every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. So I'm still getting in some heavy work, but I'm not just fatiguing myself with just singles because that's not the best method to get stronger. Here's my second working set with 25 pounds.
okay, I don't know how that last rep was, but I was like 4 reps or 3 reps. Maybe 1 more set, 25 pounds. Then we'll do the other stuff I said earlier, the top range of motion set, and some diagonal pull-ups.
Okay, here's my third working set with 25 pounds. I only got like 3 reps here, so I think total I did 10 reps across 3 sets because I would say I got 4 reps, then I would only count maybe like 3 reps, and then I got 3 reps again, so that's 10 total reps. So we're just going to try to build on that from here. After this set, I did some top range of motion chin-ups. Then I tried doing these diagonal pull-ups. I'm not really going to do these in my pull lift. I may do these on like a separate day so I could like eventually do muscle ups, but it's not a priority. It's just something I want to experiment with.
Okay, I think that was 5 top range of motion chin-up reps. That's to work on my weakness because I have a weakness of like blocking out sometimes. Now I'm gonna do I'm gonna rest a little bit, then I'm gonna do these diagonal pull-ups. I'm gonna do a set, then I'm gonna watch my form. I'm gonna talk about what I should do in the next set, and then I'll do another set. And then after the session, I'll look at my form about this and watch some other people's YouTube videos on how to get these better.
So I'm not really gonna do these on my pull lifts. I may just do these like once a week every now and then just to eventually get to the point where I'm doing muscle ups. Because eventually I do want to go into street lifting. I know I've mentioned that in the past, but
Those probably look really goofy, but I'm gonna watch the video and see how they look. I don't know if I need to film it from a different angle.
these all just look really weird. But I'm gonna keep doing these every now and then, I guess. But yeah, I want to do street lifting eventually. So I'm training squats. I'm obviously training chin ups. I'm doing dips as like my second press. It's basically the only other press I do besides overhead press and single arm dumbbell overhead press right now.
Really weird, but I'm gonna look back at the footage. I'm gonna work on it as everything.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute myself because some of the stuff I was saying it's now incorrect. Because at the time I recorded this video, I knew I was gonna do these 3 sets of 25 pounds and try to build that up. I knew I was gonna do that structure, but I hadn't decided if I was gonna have a separate day where I'd emphasize something different. So the first day will be where I do those 3 sets of 25, and then I do some top range of motion, chin ups, and then some lat pull downs. So that'll be one day. And then the next day will emphasize less weighted chin up sets. So there'll only be 2 sets, and then I'll do some cluster sets to build up some more reps with weighted chin ups. I appreciate you guys watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.